finally, we chat with Silent Beads, a company that hopes to entice people to recycle their paper by planting it. We live in a world that produces and consumes millions of tons of paper per year. In order to reduce their carbon footprint, many people have opted to go paperless, while others took it upon themselves to invent eco-friendly alternatives. Just like Brian and Monique Cruz, founders of Silent Beads, the pioneer of plantable seed paper products in the Philippines.
Silent Beads saves Mother Earth twice by delaying the accumulation of paper waste in our landfill through recycling and promote planting and growing own food using our seed-embedded paper products.
One of the inspirations that we had before was taking care of our planet Earth. As the saying goes, we borrowed it from the future generations. And being parents ourselves, we thought of what would our children have or inherit. So right now we are making paper products without cutting any trees and instead promoting planting and gardening.
From being an advocacy for the deaf-mute community, Silent Beads has grown to be the sustainable company that turns paper waste into accessories, seed papers, and crafts that grow into plants.
Mostly we use brown paper bags that people use from supermarkets and groceries. We recycle those and then we make them into new paper products, but we embed seeds inside. Most of the products that we're doing now are one-time use paper products like business cards, invitations, and the like.
Through partnerships with different establishments, they have collected and recycled around 1 ton or 50,000 brown paper bags, saving approximately 17 trees.
This is how we recycle brown paper bags into seed-embedded paper products. First step, you get your recyclable brown paper bags. Ideally, you should have used them already, okay? Now, we need to make sure that they're clean in a way that there are no food materials and others. And next, we will tear them into small pieces. Now, you can do that in your own style, like that. Or you can tear them into small pieces already like this, okay? For example, you have about a handful already. What you need to do, for children, you need to be careful because this is sharp. Work with your parents or with adult supervision. Now, if you have a handful already, put it inside the blender. Do not put your hands inside. And then we need to add
Some water.
some water. For a handful of torn brown paper bags, you need about 1 or 2 liters of water, right? And then put it in a blender. We'll add more water. We mix it by hand. Now this is the part where we put the seeds, okay? Alright, while putting the seeds, we need to mix this just to make sure that your seed paper would have seeds all over. Alright, now next step, we will be using this wooden material. It's called mold and decal. So it's like a picture frame, but the other part has a screen. Okay, we're going to put this like so. The screen part would be at the bottom, and then we're going to get some paper pulp from the basin. Slowly lift it. As you can see now, the excess water is dripping. But if you can see this closely, the paper pulp remains. And you can see the seeds already all over. Let the water drip. You can remove this part. And then as you can see now, that is the soon-to-be paper. Okay, we can use cloth, or in this case, frame with screen, and then we will be transferring this like this from one side. Put it in the middle. Alright, now there would be still water, so we will be using a sponge. So we can absorb the excess water. And you can squeeze it back here. And then you can lift it like this. Alright, as you can see now, this is now ready for drying. This will dry in about 4 to 6 hours, but do not put it under the sun or else it will sprout. You can make this bigger by using a bigger mold and decal like this. You can make this into bond paper size or even smaller or bigger. And you can hang this like so, which will dry. And this kind of paper is good for making maybe cards. After about 4 to 6 hours, you can make seed paper products like this now. You cannot see them, but you can feel that they're there because those are actual seeds. And that's how to recycle your own brown paper bags into paper products again, but this time embedded with seeds so that they can plant them after use.
Their goal is to have more paper recycling centers not only within Metro Manila, but all over the country. Hence, Brian and Monique are reaching out to communities to create awareness through workshops.
When they're in the paper state, they protect the seeds. So as you can see, our seed paper products can be printed on.
We have different varieties of seeds: basil, parsley. Our default seed is actually spinach because it's tiny, and we also use bigger seeds like cucumber for our bigger products like the plantable beads and plantable coasters.
Urbanites who opt for a more sustainable way of living have started to take notice of this environment-friendly product.
We're making seed-embedded paper products now because that's what the market wants. And when people would order accessories from us, we would make those products for them. But right now, this is what they like and want because this is somehow very new to them.
We have launched a Paperbag Movement. We call it #Paperbag Movement, wherein people can donate their used brown paper bags to us. And in return, we will give them sample tokens.
It's a doable and practical option as the seeds embedded in recycled paper are designed to survive in a small pot, which is ideal for those city dwellers living in condos and the like.
We want to help as many communities as we can, either giving them job opportunities or receiving grants from us.
And Silent Peace is also for the future of the next generation. We want to inspire them and educate them about recycling their own paper wastes and grow their own food.
Indeed, Silent Beads has taken the lead in responsible production and consumption of paper. In the span of 4 years, the company has gone a long way towards saving Mother Earth through their ingenious methods of recycling paper waste. Silent Beads, along with other sustainable businesses, is living proof that we can all take part in shaping a better future for the generations to come by simply reducing our carbon footprint. More than anything, the heart of sustainability is really thinking beyond the self. It's about thinking about what will be good for other people, for the animals, and the planet we live in. Well, that's all I have for you in this episode of Green Living. I'm Paolo Abrera. Thanks for watching.